Hello, friends. Mrs. Deveter here for for the May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Edition of the Gathering Threads, the virtual edition of the Gathering Threads Festival, which is beginning tomorrow. Oh my goodness, everybody. Tomorrow is the launch, the first day of the Gathering Threads Festival. I am so jealous of all of you amazing people who are looking for my glasses cleaner. For all of you amazing people who are going to be there in the flesh. Come on in and join me as I hang out for a little while tonight with some friends. Hopefully, my friends are able to come online and join me. Let me know if you are in the room. Say hello. Let me know who you are. Maybe even where you're coming in from. I'd love to chat with you. So come on in the room, everyone. I will wait until my friends start coming in. I am working on a doll, you all. And so, yeah, I will put her head on. Working on a doll. She has little wisps. I'll start putting her together as I wait for you guys to come in the room and join me for this lovely conversation that we're going to have about the Gathering Threads Festival 2023 Spring Festival. Really exciting time. If you haven't already gotten your tickets, I encourage you to go ahead and get them. They are still available online. Nobody's here yet. Just waiting patiently. All right, a friend is here. Woohoo! Adding my good friend, Crafty Bones Leanna to the live.
Hello.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. I have no voice.
Oh my goodness.
So I was sick last weekend and my voice is still not completely recovered.
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. But how are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay, other than just tired from getting ready for the festival coming up tomorrow.
Festival is tomorrow. Are you already in Edmonton?
I live in Edmonton, so
Oh,
yeah.
you live in Edmonton. Okay, so you don't have to travel like some other folks do.
Oh,
All right. So I'm sure, well, there's nobody watching us right now, but we'll just chat it up for the replay for the folks who do come on later
sure.
on. Let the people know who you are and what you do. I'm so excited. I got to meet you in person.
Yes.
It was awesome. So tell them who you are and what you do.
So I'm Leanna Haughian, and I am the maker and designer behind Crafty Bones. So I am a crochet designer, and I incorporate a lot of leather into my designs.
Mhm. If
Yeah.
you all have not followed her on social media, I encourage you to follow her. Crafty Bones. She has some incredible things and she's always doing so much. So, this time for this conference, there's going to be a fashion show. And I see that you're going to have some designs in the fashion show. Can
I
you
will.
tell us a little bit about what you're going to have on the runway?
So I will have a lot of my handbags. Some of them people have seen already. They'll be crocheted handbags with either leather bases or leather bases. So a base as in the bottom, or like the inside being all leather and the outside being crochet. There'll be some earrings on the runway. I'll have a couple of garment pieces on the runway as well. So there's lots of different variations on what everybody will see.
Oh my goodness. So exciting. You know, I love chatting it up with you. You introduced me to Holly and brought me into the fold with this amazing group of folks here in Canada. And I was really hoping that I was going to be able to make it to the but unfortunately I can't make it. But I know it's going to be awesome. So tell folks a little bit about what you're going to have there. I know you're having the fashion show and you're going to have pieces in there, but you're also going to have you're also one of the vendors.
I'm actually not a vendor this time. I'm teaching workshops instead.
Oh, so tell us about your workshop.
So I have two different workshops. One workshop is on Friday night. Not Friday night. The fashion show is Friday night. Not teaching a workshop Friday night.
It's okay.
My first workshop is on Saturday morning. So I have one Saturday morning, one Sunday morning. So the Saturday morning one is actually going to be, it's a couture clutch made with leather with a crochet design on the bottom. And of course, it's upstairs. I'm going to grab it because I had it yesterday with me at the fittings. So I'm going to grab it so I can show you guys what it is that you would learn how to make. So I'll be right back in a second.
Okay. So I am going to, while she's going to get that, I want to try and find, I'm on the website again, and I want to show you all, I don't know where that would be, the classes.
What you looking for?
I was trying to find on the website the different classes that are going to happen this weekend.
If you click on the workshop tickets, so like go to your buy tickets and click workshops as the ticket type.
And then click general admission. I see fashion show, general admission, maker night, and general admission.
Scroll down.
Workshops. Tickets. Okay, I got them. All right. So I'll show the folks this after you show us all your goodies.
So this was on the runway down at Atlanta. So this is actually called the tailor clutch. So the top is made out of leather and then the bottom is made with crochet. So in this class, you're going to learn how to make the leather bag yourself.
Oh.
You're going to cut and punch and stitch. You're going to learn all of this type of stuff in the workshop. And then we will work on adding the crochet at the same time. So if you aren't a crocheter, don't worry. I have it so that if you don't even want to, where's my camera? If you don't even want to add this, you would just take home your yarn and use whatever you want with it. And it would just be a leather clutch. Or you could do macrame at the bottom, or you could do knitting at the bottom if you're a knitter, or I could teach you how to crochet. It's not very hard. You just need to learn a couple stitches. Then you can even take it home and finish it if you want to take a longer time. So yeah, you learn all the parts to make this, and then you'll get a choice if you want it to be a tie or it can be a snap. So people have different options. So yeah.
That is gorgeous. Look at that. It is so pretty. And I love that leather. How do you source your leather? Like how does that work?
So we're actually pretty lucky here in Edmonton. We have 3 pretty large leather companies. So I can pretty much go into one of the 3 of them and find what I'm looking for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is pretty lucky.
And we have lots across Canada that will ship as well. So if people are looking into trying to start leather, you can actually contact these companies and they will send you samples. So some of them, it will be a very small fee, like the one I've gotten samples from before. So like, this is what they'll send you is samples.
Okay.
And pretty much what you're paying for them to ship it. They're not really charging you for the actual pieces, but it gives you a chance to feel them. Because leather is sold by weight.
Okay.
And it's sold by the animal, and it's sold by texture, and it's also sold by the type of processing is done. So there's chrome tan and there's vegetable tan. So they're different processing, which creates a completely different leather in the end.
Wow. So when leather is mass produced, what kind of texture or what kind of leather is that? Like
majority is chrome tan, like that softer, like this one. I have some here. So it's like a softer, it's not very thick, but it has like a little bit of a shine to it. It's chrome tan and then it's polished. Vegetable tannins are things like things from trees, like it's natural things that they've used in the tanning processes. And it creates a type of leather that you can do a little bit more with. Usually it's a little bit thicker. It's called burnishing the ends. So it's actually taking moisture, so whether it's water or gum tan, and you're creating friction on it, and it actually like molds the ends so it's nice and smooth. So like there's lots of different techniques that you can learn that are really fun. So in the first workshop, you'll learn the cutting of the leather, the punching of the leather, how to kind of decide what leather you're wanting to buy. So if you're wanting to make more of these, you'll know how to figure out what you'll need. You'll learn how to do a saddle stitch, which is one of the most used stitches in leather work. It's pretty sturdy. If you break one of the sides, it still holds because it's a double needle.
So are you hand stitching in this class?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everything's done by hand.
Now wait, what is the name of that stitch? Saddle stitch? I've never heard of that before. I need to make a note. I'm always making notes.
Yeah, everything. I don't actually own a sewing machine that works.
Okay.
I have one of those old like foot pedal ones that eventually I want to try and see if we can get working again. But I don't actually know how to sew with a sewing machine. So everything I do, everything you see on the runway is all hand punched and hand stitched.
That's really impressive. Now, okay, so when you have to punch the holes, there's a tool that you use to punch the holes?
So I packed up almost all my stuff for the workshops. So there's a couple of different types of tools. I've just purchased a bunch for the workshop. The Sunday workshop, they actually get one of these to take home with them.
Oh, nice.
So this is a multi-punch with a couple of different sizes on it. For this stitching, I wouldn't use this because your hole's not going to be small enough. If you're using a thicker cord or something, you could get away with it. But this is what I used to punch here.
Holes. Got it.
Yeah. So when you're doing the individual stitch holes, there's either a single punch that you use with a hammer. There's ones that have like 3 or 4 prongs in them that you can hammer at a time.
Okay.
There are some that you can like press like these, but they'll be smaller prongs. You can get like the actual like high end, like the presses where like you have it in and you'll press it down.
Gotcha.
How else? I know some people use their laser cutters or their crickets, depending on how thick the leather is.
Really? I just got one of those recently, and I don't know what to do with it. I just have it sitting underneath my desk. I'm like, one day I'm going to figure out how to use this thing. I make dolls.
Some of the thinner leathers people have been able to use their cricket with.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check that out. That is so Cool. I love how you combine the leathers and crochet. I think it's so cool the way you do it. How do you come up with your designs when you're, designing?
I don't actually know. I either see something that I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, but
Mhm.
how can I make it how I want to make it?
Mhm.
So I've gotten to the point where I don't make something unless I want to,
I love that.
right? Like if it's not bringing me joy to pick up my crochet hook,
Mhm.
it's going to take way too long to finish.
Yeah.
So I've started only designing things that I would want to wear, only designing things that I think are going to be more timeless,
Mhm.
because really everything comes back around in
Mhm.
fashion.
Mhm. I was talking with Michelle from Reimagined Fabrics yesterday, and she was talking about the different fabrics that she has. That she's collecting different antique fabrics and things like that. And that whole idea of things coming back around is so true.
Yeah.
Oh, we have someone in the room. Hello, Susanna. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. How do you make earrings you're wearing? Oh, well, this earring is actually in the Crochet Foundry magazine. So go and check out crochetfoundry.com. And what was it? The September issue? I don't even remember which issue it was. Was it September? I think it was the September issue, and I'm on the
I
cover.
think so.
I think it was September. I can't
It
even
was
remember.
right before Atlantis. I think it was September.
Yeah, I think it was September. So go and check it out, Susanna. And I did do a little tutorial on YouTube, so you can go check me out, Mrs. Deveter on YouTube, and you'll see my showstopper earrings. So
Yes.
easy. Oh my God, they're so easy. It's nothing but a granny square, honey. Um, thank you. So yeah, I love the idea of things coming back around. Like nothing really goes out of style. Like it's
Yeah.
always gonna come back in some way, shape, or form. Do you use any recycled products when you're designing or making things?
If there was leather that I came across, I would use it. I haven't gotten to that point yet.
Mhm.
Um, right now, I'm just still being very conscious of what leather I'm buying and where I'm buying it from. Just I'm trying my hardest to buy as local as possible.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
is hard because
Yeah.
it's so easy to go on Amazon and buy something, but to be able to go in and know the people you're buying it from and know that they buy from reputable sources as well
Yeah.
definitely helps.
And it definitely makes a difference. You're feeding small business, and really helping families.
Yeah,
When you're buying from a small business, you're helping a family. You're not helping a major corporation. So I love all the folks that are involved with the Gathering Threads and with so many of the things that you all are doing. It really is helping a small business as opposed to a conglomerate. So
yeah,
that's super, super cool. Good for you. What other things are you going to be doing at the festival?
sure. We have a couple questions there. Yeah,
Oh, listening is great. I won't be attending in person, so these videos are great. Oh, I wish I was in my PJs too, Susanna. I'm so glad that you are here hanging out with us. Unfortunately, I won't be at the festival either, but one day I will.
you'll be watching the stories of all of us on Instagram, I'm
Right.
sure.
Having FOMO and like, man, I wish I was there. So someone wanted me to share that. Speaking of Crochet Foundry magazine, they are going to have VIP bags. It comes with a 1 year subscription of Crochet Foundry magazine, and there are only 5 VIP tickets left. So if you have not purchased your ticket to the Gathering Threads Festival, now is your opportunity to do so. I'm actually going to go ahead and put the link.
The other thing they get if they buy the VIP, they get 10% off workshops as well.
Ooh.
So there's a couple workshop spots still available.
All right, I just put it in the chat.
Yeah.
For those of you who are in the area and can make it on down to Edmonton, it starts tomorrow and it runs until Sunday. And I'm sure it's going to be an amazing time. So, what's the name of your workshop?
It's I think it's called Make a Couture Clutch with Leanna.
She's
I'm
like,
like,
it's
"What are
called
the
something.
So that's the Saturday one. The Sunday one is me teaching you how to add leather to anything.
Ooh,
So I have a couple of examples.
show us, show us.
So going and taking leather
Mhm.
and making different soles to add to slippers is one option,
Ooh.
right? So with the workshop on Sunday, you will be getting your hand punch. You'll be getting 2 square feet of leather or suede of your choice. I'll have a
Ooh.
couple of different ones for people to pick from there.
Mhm.
So you'll take out of this all of the different things that I have learned through trial and error of how to add it to your crochet or your knit or your felted piece or your handbags, just all of the different things that I can teach you
Mhm.
how to go source your leather, how to know which leather to buy, how to know which tools to buy after you've played around with your hand punch for a while. So that is the Sunday class.
I love
So anybody that wants to add leather to a certain project they have at home is free to bring the project with them
it. Mm.
or have an idea of what you want to make in the future with
Mhm.
so that we can help brainstorm through and help an idea of like what steps you will do to get to there to make it easier once you go home so you're not trying on your own to come up with ideas.
I love that. Super, super cool. Now, I know you have.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
We have red alerts or
Uh-oh, what's happening?
amber alerts going on right
Oh,
now.
oh
It's all
no.
the forest fires.
Oh boy. The last time I
I guess it's
was,
not an amber alert. I think it's a what is it called? It's it's not a,
I got you.
emergency
It's
alert.
a weather warning kind of
Yeah.
thing. Man, so the last time I spoke to you on one of these lives, it was super cold. Like it was freezing cold there. And now you guys are dealing with forest fires. My goodness.
So it was like -30 the last time I talked to you. It's like +30 now.
Insane. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, oh boy. I was gonna. Oh, so I know that you have like bases for purses and that kind of thing. I really want to learn how to make a purse with a base, and I just always get so tripped up where the heck I'm supposed to start the whole thing, and like how do I crochet in the hole and not. I don't know. I just always get so confused.
So I have a I have a couple of YouTube videos that I've actually uploaded to show. So what I do is I actually crochet with 2 crochet hooks.
Oh,
So one smaller one to put through the hole and one that's the size of your project that you're working on.
okay.
So if you start with the hook being, let's say, a 4 millimeter hook,
Hmm.
you'd have to have a pretty big hole for it to fit through in your leather.
Right.
And other things are going to fall through the leather.
Right.
So that's why you make the hole smaller and using a smaller crochet hook.
Mhm.
And then whatever you're working with. So you'll have your working crochet and you'll actually just pretend that you're working into a stitch. So,
Mm.
so this,
Mhm.
so you can see this now becomes as if you're working into a chain. So I just treat these as if each one is a chain.
Chain. Got it. But how do you start? So how do you start? So these are the things that she's going to teach you in her amazing class. So if you all want to get a hands-on training, which if I was in Edmonton this weekend, I would definitely be in Leanna's class because I need to learn how to do these things, y'all. So if you, let's say you wanted to use that sole, but you just wanted to start crocheting the slipper, like you didn't want to.
So yeah, this one I put on after.
Mm-hmm.
So this one used the saddle stitch afterwards,
Got it.
right?
Got it. Got it. Yep.
So you can, that's what will help brainstorm with the people on Sunday. Do you start it with the leather
Right.
or do you start it and add the leather after?
Right.
Right? Like there's not just one way to do it. It just depends on the project.
Mm-hmm.
Like a slipper, you kind of want to either have the base
Mm-hmm.
and work up from the base,
Mm-hmm.
Where this one, it's for my son and his foot grows so quickly. I wanted to have that little bit of give
That's cool.
for it to grow with him, right?
That's
So
smart.
that's why I decided to do a 2-part sole and add it after.
Mm-hmm. That's so smart. That is so stinking smart. So you have 2 workshops that you're going to be doing, or is it more? Just 2.
2, yeah.
2 workshops. You're going to be in the fashion show, and I'm sure you're going to be all over the place just talking to people and engaging and having a wonderful time. Yay! I'm so excited for you guys. It's so jealous. Like, I was going through the list of all the vendors that are going to be there, and I'm just like, I want to go. Is there another festival in the fall? Or is it
I believe it's next May. I believe it's yearly now. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start planning ahead for 2024. And 2024 is my year when I turn 50. So I'm like doing
all of the really good spots, right?
All the things that I want to do in 2024. I am going to invite Dianne to come and hang out with us now, since she is already on, and we'll have another party. If you're cool with hanging out with us, Leanna.
Sure.
All right. Come on in, Dianne. Let me see.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing well. How are you today?
Good, thanks. Hi, Leanna.
Hi.
So tell us who you are and what you do.
So I am the founder of a group called Craft for Yeg. Since I met some people in November at the last festival, we've grown to nearly 800 members, all making for Edmonton and area people and companion animals in need.
I love it. Congratulations. I remember talking to you in November. Yes. It was a wonderful experience, and I'm so glad to hear that your group is grown.
It's grown. Our second birthday is in June, which will be our next collection date. Mm-hmm. And up until now, we've donated over 14,000 handmade items.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's been incredible.
14,000?
Yes. Yeah.
So tell the people who might not know, exactly what you all collect, what you collect, how you do it.
Okay, so we collect at the moment for 14 different area needs groups. They include the 2 animal rescues, and for those groups, we make snuffle mats for the dogs where you can hide treats into a little mat for them. We create curtains for the kennel, for the animal kennels, and that just provides a sense of safety for the dogs and cats that are in care right now. And we make crocheted crate mats to go in the cat carriers, and those go with the cat when it's rescued. They stay with the cat through their shelter experience, and when they're adopted, they go home with that cat, so they've got something they're familiar with.
That's beautiful.
So we do that. We make for elementary schools. There are several in Edmonton that are desperate for toques and mitts for the kids. They have 5 and 6-year-olds walking to school in our 30 below winters with no toques or no mitts. So we make a lot of mitts and toques. We have 3 schools that have asked us right now to help. We make items for patients with dementia. And those include sewn fidget blankets. And I brought a couple of things out to show you if it works on the camera. Yep. So we do knitted or crocheted twiddle muffs. And these are just a muff that people can put their hands in. Can you see it on there?
Mm-hmm. Just hold it up a little bit more.
Has a lot of different textures. It has things that people can play with and fiddle with. The inside of this one has got almost like a furry texture. So we make those. We're making these infinity balls. These are crocheted, and I've just got to find where it starts now. the object is you can just keep pulling through and through and through and never run out.
Oh,
But it's safe if somebody with dementia throws it or just wants to hold it and feel it. It's a safe, nice tactile object for them. So we're making things like that. We make baby blankets, baby hats by the boxful. Some of those go to our local hospitals. Others go to a group called Health for Two. And Health for Two helps young mums get started. Lots of times they haven't had adequate prenatal care, so they provide that. They help them get set up in the home for what they'll need when baby comes. And then they provide, I think it's 3 months postnatal care for them.
wow.
So we make things for them. Our most recent group that's come on board is Sorrentino's Compassion House, which is for women who are survivors of breast cancer. Many are still going through treatment. So we make shawls, we make chemo caps and mastectomy pillows for those women.
Wow.
Let me think. Hats for the homeless. We've been doing catheter covers for people in long-term care, so that there's no dignity when you're walking around with a catheter bag. And so we make some nice, bright, colorful catheter bag covers to go on those for people. So yeah, a complete variety of things.
A complete variety.
Variety. And I am having so much fun with this. 2 years ago, I wasn't sure if it would go. I didn't know if anybody would join. And here we are. It's become a full-time job in my retirement. And it's fantastic.
Amazing. I love when people talk about having a way to give back and then finding another purpose, especially for those who are retired and they're like, okay, what do I do now? What's next?
Exactly.
And being able to give back to such a wide breadth, like you're dealing with newborns all the way up to the elderly. And I just think that's so awesome. How can people find you and if they wanted to join?
So we are a Facebook-based group. But if people want to email me, they certainly can, and I will work with people on email. But we're on Facebook, and it's just called Craft for Yeg, Y-E-G. And if people look on there, if they search and find us, they have to ask to join, and I will accept them straight away.
That's beautiful. Beautiful.
We do our collections once every 3 months. And so people can drop things off on that day. But we also are one of our other goals is to remove barriers for people who want to make things. A lot of people want to make things for charity, but they don't know what materials to get. They don't know what to make. They don't know where to take it. So one of our goals has been to try and break down those barriers. So if we're given a donation of yarn or fabric, I get it to people. I will sort it out, figure out what they need and deliver to them. We have several people who are quite isolated and I'll take it to them and sit and have a coffee with them and a chat. If they can't come to one of our collection days, they let me know, and I've got a small team of volunteers who are helping me now. They let us know. We will go and pick things up for them. And then we sort, count, label, and deliver everything to the charities.
Wow. Now, let me ask you, where in the world did you house 14,000 pieces that you were able to give away?
So that's 7 roundups, as we call them, has come up with 14,000. So the first 2 or 3 roundups, it was only, 100 and some, and then 500 and some. The last one was 4,200 items in one go. I have this amazing team. They helped me all evening. We collected in the daytime that evening. We counted, we boxed everything up, and then we just said, okay, I'm taking this charity, and somebody else said, I'll deliver to this one. And that week we got everything delivered.
That's the power of teamwork.
It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it pays to have people who are like-minded and are as passionate as you are about a project, and they're willing to get it done. That's amazing.
It's really incredible. Yeah.
I am so impressed. Like, so impressed. How did you get into crafting? Are you a knitter? Are you a crocheter?
So I learned to knit when I was about 5. I think I got asked to leave the class because I was hopeless. And I would throw a temper tantrum because I couldn't do it. But eventually I did learn. I'm not the fastest knitter I don't do a lot of fancy knitting. I do very plain things. I learned to crochet when I was about 12. The in thing at that time, and I was probably 13, and the fashionable thing at that time were very colourful ponchos.
Okay.
And I wanted one. So my mum taught me to crochet so that I could make a poncho.
I love it.
Yeah, and then I spin my own yarn as well. So, and I've been doing that for about 35 years now. So yeah.
I think you guys in Canada are just amazing to me. They're the spinning, like I've never been exposed to that, but that's, you're like, yeah, I spun some yarn. I'm like, what? Wow, when, where? Like, what?
I think maybe it's the cold winters.
Yes. One of the nice things about the festival is there is an area that's called the Artist Salon. And it has guilds and it has artists and it has people coming and showing what they do. So like, if you've never seen somebody that quilts, or you've never seen somebody that spins, or it just gives everybody the opportunity to see it and ask questions.
It's wonderful. Yes. And I've been very fortunate, or our group has, because we were invited to have a table at the festival. So we'll be bringing examples of some of the things we make and that we donate. We will have information flyers about craft for YEG. And if anybody who is coming has a ball of wool that they really don't need, or a half ball, we'll take even little tiny balls. Or if they've got a spare pair of mitts or a toque that they've made or anything and want to donate, we're going to have a box there and hopefully get some donations.
Yes, if you are coming, please make sure that you bring something you can donate. I know everybody has some kind of stash at home, so bring something with you so that you can donate to this amazing and worthy cause. I am so jealous that I am not going to be there. Like, I know I keep saying this, but I'm really serious. Like, I am super jealous that I won't get to meet you and touch and feel all the things that you're doing. But I'm so excited for you and for your organization. Aside from, really trying to get to the people who want to be a part and have their whatever issues, what else do you want this group to do? What else is your pie in the sky dream for this group?
I think my dreams are really the same as our group goals. It's twofold. It's to help people give back to worthy causes, and I think and in fact I know there is quite a body of research to back this up, that people who are aging and isolated, one of the ways that you can help connect them back in is through making things and giving back to the community. And it really helps to prevent a lot of mental health issues in the elderly to do that. And so if we can accomplish even a little piece of that, then I'd be so thrilled.
I love it. What profession were you in prior to retirement? What did you?
I was in healthcare planning. So yeah.
So you saw it, you know, you experienced it, you understand it.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Understand the need. Wow, what a heart. I'm so excited for you, Dianne, and
Thank you.
for Craft for YEG. I really, really hope that everyone finds a way to contribute and to participate and to make this a
Yeah.
part of who you are as well. I think as crafters, because we're using our hands and most times we're giving things away, you know, this is right up our alley. So do
Well,
you
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. Do you have patterns that people can use?
Okay, so on our Facebook group, we have a tab called Files, and people send me patterns and I put them in there. If it's not a pattern that's free for public use, I just put a link to it.
Hmm.
But there are patterns, there are instructions in there for all kinds of things on our Facebook group. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Leanna, who is this cutie pie you have with you? Showing me his delicious, yummy feet.
Do you want to say hi? This is Isaac.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Isaac.
He's 3.
Oh,
No, I'm Lumpy.
You're 1-3.
You're 1-3. Wow, that's pretty big.
yeah. Oh.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
What you eating, Isaac?
What are you having? What is it? Granola bar?
Yum. Oh, he is adorable. Isaac, do you know how to crochet yet?
No,
Not yet.
but I have a update with my robot cat.
You have a crochet hook upstairs with your robot set?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Do not
Now
understand.
you know where it
This
went
is
from.
mouth. No. 3-year-old talk and food in your mouth.
Right. I'm like, I'm going to get there, but I need help from mom.
So the one thing I forgot to tell people is this workshop is sponsored by Furls and Premier Yarns.
Oh, that.
Nice.
Anybody that takes this class will get a ball of the Bamboo Select from Premier Yarns, and they'll get a Streamline hook from Furls.
Stop it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's very.
That's an added bonus on top of taking the workshop.
Oh,
I
man.
never did that before.
You never saw that before?
Me either. Isn't that awesome, Isaac?
Do you think people should learn how to make this?
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't know how? Should I teach you how?
Yeah.
All 3 of my boys want to crochet and weave and all of the fun things.
I mean, they should. Why not? Like, their mom is doing some amazing things, and we should all pass it down. The last time that I was on a live with you all, you know, we were talking about how if we don't pass it down, it's going to go away. And we don't want it to go away. We don't want these handcrafts to go away because fast fashion is so, you know, attainable. Like we were talking about, just go on Amazon and get what you need, or this side or that side.
Mhm.
When somebody takes the
Mama, let's do it.
teach you how to make the poncho that you wanted to wear, it impacts your life. Like it changes,
Absolutely.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I hadn't made that poncho, we wouldn't have this group now.
Exactly.
You know, it's really come to that. I do stained glass as well, which is so different than any of the fiber things. But my grandson really likes doing stained glass with me. So, yeah.
I love that. I love it, love it, love it. I encourage people, teach your children. Like, even, you know, sometimes they get frustrated and you get frustrated. Let them see it. Let them see the crafts. Let them see you, you know, spinning yarn. Like all of those things. Like I said, it's so important because if we don't do these things with our hands, we're going to lose it. And if we don't pass it down to our children, they're never going to have it. So I commend you, Leanna, for even, you know, letting them know, look, this is a crochet hook. This is leather and this is how mommy cuts it. And this is what I'm making with it. You know, I think it's just awesome. Keep doing
And I
it.
think the best part is like my oldest son is 8 and he got to come and buy his own crochet hook.
Oh,
and
nice.
take his own yarn, because for myself, like I have higher quality tools because I'm working so many hours, but I don't want to have to ever tell him no.
Right.
So if he has his own crochet hook, it's on him if he's dropping it, but it's plastic.
Yep.
So the likelihood of it breaking is less.
Right.
And the more he learns,
Mama, you open
the
my
more he might
door.
want the same tools that I have.
Exactly.
Right? So just teaching him that, yes, these are mommy's work tools and work stuff, but that doesn't mean he can't have his own.
Exactly.
What I found with raising my own kids and then watching my grandchildren grow up is that if you can encourage them and inspire them to try one thing when they're young, they have the courage then to try other things when they're older. They might not like crochet, they might not like stained glass when they're grown up, but they will be willing to try other things.
Yep.
And realize that you can do it. You know, if my grandmother can do it, I can do it, sort of thing.
Yep.
And I have a the rocket.
Oh, yes. He has a rocket ship.
Oh,
It's a rocket ship.
How about we don't talk with our mouth full?
oh, baby. He's like congested, mouth is full, and he's trying to talk.
Are you so silly?
Oh gosh. Sometimes my oldest is 18, and then I have twins that are 15. And so when I see little ones like this, I'm just like, oh, I miss that stage. And then I realize like I can just leave them wherever they are and nobody.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. What were you gonna say, Leanna?
I was going to say it's interesting because my oldest always wants to crochet and he wants to learn how to crochet, but he actually loves weaving. I have a floor loom, and each year he makes his teachers a bookmark.
And then I have a Duplo made. I have a Duplo made out of
A
Duplo.
rocket ship made out of Duplo.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really funny him weaving this little tiny bookmark on like 45-inch floor loom. but he loves it. His first
He
time
loves
weaving, him and I together made him a blanket. So we made him a cotton blanket on the loom, and that's what we did together.
Oh
That's
my
so
God.
cool.
That's a core memory. Like he'll never forget that.
No,
He'll never
That's
forget.
really
Oh,
special.
And
not
we
with your
have
mouth full.
the Duplo.
We have lots of Duplo. Yes. Is it your bedtime? I think it is. Yeah.
With you, Mama.
You need me to put you to bed?
Yeah.
Oh, he needs mama to put him to bed.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I get to see you over the weekend, Leanna. Well, I will. I'll make a point of coming and finding you. And
Yes, I'll be all over the hall. I'm hoping to have the little one, like my boys, with me on Sunday to come and hang out in the family zone with me for a bit. So
well, if they want to come and visit with me, they're more than welcome.
I love that. Oh, here's the other one.
there's another one.
What's ready for me?
Almost. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
And what's your name?
James.
Hi, James. So nice to meet you. I'm
I'm
Miss.
telling them that you weave and that you're wanting to learn to crochet.
Yeah. You know how
My
to
mom's making me my own slippers.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
cool.
The
How
green and blue.
they're so cool. I can't wait.
Are you done the putting on the bottom of the other
I'll
one?
do it this weekend for you.
Why this weekend instead of tomorrow?
Because I'm going to the workshop and I'm going to show them in the workshop how to put the other one on.
I love it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, Leanna. I know you have to put the boys to bed.
Do you guys want to say bye?
Mm-mm.
No, you want to stay talking? You want to stay talking.
What?
You want to keep talking? What time is it there?
10 to 8.
Okay. All right. Not too bad. What time is bedtime, James?
Eight.
You know it's 8 o'clock your bedtime.
Yeah, I did that.
8
8
o'clock.
o'clock.
Yeah, and Mama, I know they.
You know that time's 8 o'clock. Yes.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, they are too stinking cute. I love it. Enjoy those boys. It goes by so
Yeah,
fast.
tell me
And
about
Mama,
it.
what you did that in
Okay.
Mama?
All done. Okay.
No,
I'll talk to you guys
no.
later.
Bye now.
I want to deep that in.
Bye bye, boys.
They are
They are
adorable.
lovely.
I love little people, and it goes by so fast. So
It does. My grandchildren now are 19, 17, and 14. So
it goes by.
it's gone really quickly. Yeah.
Well, I always talk to, I love talking to older people, grandparents, and things like that. How does it feel to see your child's child? Like, how is that? Is that trippy for you?
At first it was.
Mhm.
I don't know. I can't I'm trying to think how to put it. You don't want your child to suffer anything.
Mhm.
And so when their children are misbehaving and acting up, which they do, it's you're very torn because you want to protect your child even though they're an adult now, but you want to indulge your grandchild. Being a grandma, though, it's been phenomenal. I've loved every minute of it.
Oh, I love that.
And it's even still that the youngest one is a boy. He's 14, but he'll still phone me up and say, "Hey, Nana, can I come hang out for the weekend?" And he comes over and we go play golf, or we do some stained glass, or we play cards, we do whatever. And yeah, it's really nice.
They are so blessed to have a Nana like you.
Mom, I think I've been pretty blessed with all 3 of my kids and with my grandkids. So yeah,
That's
pretty lucky.
amazing. Like, it just, when you think about that part of life and what you're doing, with Craft for YEG, it all just comes full circle back to wanting to give back.
Yeah.
Wanting to, put your best foot forward and help somebody who is less fortunate than you. That's so valuable. And it comes back. It comes back to you, in your family and your relationship.
It does. Yes. Yeah, it certainly. I mean, I think it will have an effect on my kids and my grandkids. Yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
In fact, my 2 granddaughters, neither of them make very much for our group, but they do make some things. And I mean, they're both very busy. They're busy young women, but they do make things for us. And yeah, they're part of it.
I love it. I love it. Just stopping in the group and seeing who's talking to us. And Susanna, thank you so much for hanging out all night with us. She said, my eldest grandchild is 27 years old, and I have a great grandchild will be 4 in October. That's so cool.
That's cool.
That's so cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. My husband's grandmother, my children's great grandmother, lives with us, and she's 98 years old.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And she's still sharp, thankfully. She still has her wits about her and tells us what she likes and what she doesn't like.
That's good. I mean, it's nice that she can still make decisions for herself.
Yes. She's such a pleasure to have around. I'm learning, how to be a better mother, how to be attentive, how to listen, how to, pause. Because oftentimes we're so busy moving and doing and busy. And when you get to that age, you need to pause and take a moment. So I'm enjoying her. But what you're doing with your craft group, really exciting stuff. I hope that people are going to stop by your table and get information and share some yarn and some tools. And do you all ever, I know you take yarn, but do you take tools as well, like crochet?
We do knitting needles, crochet hooks, fabric. Yeah, embellishments. When we make fidget mats, you usually want 5 or 6 embellishments on each fidget mat. So things like plastic measuring spoons, as long as they've got a little ring on them, I will put a ribbon on and then sew the ribbon onto the fidget mat. Empty cotton reels, zippers, buttons, beads, all of those sorts of things we can use, and they all add to embellishments on things.
That's awesome. So when you say the mats, what kind of mats are they? I know you showed us the muff, but
So a mat is about 25 by, I want to say about 30 inches.
Mhm.
Usually 2 layers put sewn together, so it has a front and a back.
Mm.
And then you just stitch things on. You usually sew on a pocket so that they can put anything special in the pocket. But then just sew on embellishments onto it, things for people to fiddle with. As people with dementia, as the illness progresses, their hands, they become more agitated and their hands become more busy. They need to keep playing with things and doing things. And so things like zippers and buttons, sometimes those spark some memories for people too. It's something familiar to them. I made one for a man, and I just went to a thrift shop and I bought a boy's shirt with a collar. And I just cut off the yoke part of the shirt and stitched that, hemmed it, and then stitched it onto the blanket. And then I stitched on a tie and tucked it onto the collar so that for a man, he could practice tying a tie and untying it. Just something to do with the hands.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's so smart. Like, it's something so simple, but it could make a world of difference for some.
Makes a huge difference. And the only thing we say is if somebody's making anything for a patient with dementia, be it a fidget blanket or a twiddle muff, make sure things are attached really well, because you don't want people ripping things off and perhaps harming themselves.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Dianne. Like, this
Thank
is,
you get here next year.
next year, I am putting it on my calendar. I am letting my family know. You people have to save up for me to go to Canada.
Whereabouts are you?
I'm in New York.
New York. Okay.
New York. So I really do want to get out there. You know, I was so bummed when I was like, I can't make it this year. But soon I'll be there very, very
Well,
soon.
hopefully next year. I'd love to meet you.
Likewise. I want to get my hands on one of those fidget blankets and just see, what you all are doing. I just love it. I'm inspired by you.
Thank you.
And wish you all the best and a great, great weekend. I'm
Thank
supposed
you.
to have somebody else joining me, so I'll probably hang out for a little while, but I'll let you go.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great, great evening.
Will
And
do.
good luck on this weekend. Have so much fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye now. Bye.
I just love it. Dianne and Leanna are just amazing people. I am going to hang out here for a little while and just show you guys the website until my next person comes on. If they come on, if not, I'll just hang out with y'all and show you all the different workshops that are going to be happening. I couldn't think of the word I was looking for, y'all. Okay, let's see. I'm going to share my screen and I'm gonna share. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna move this over here. Sorry. Working with 2 computers here. So, okay. Trying to be fancy and show you guys the cool things that are going to be happening at the festival. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Okay, here we go. I am going to share my screen. Susanna, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Love, love, love having good people here with me. Really appreciate you. Okay, share screen, and I am going to share this one and make it big so we could see it all together. All right, so let's see. These are the workshops that are going to be happening. So Friday, which is tomorrow, there's an alterations workshop that's happening at 10 a.m. to 12 by Kate. And this is going to be found the pattern but can't find the yarn that matches the gauge, want to change the size of a pattern, need shorter sleeves, or a longer body or a different neckline. She's going to help you get to that, which is super cool. There's a chart reading. She's going to be doing a chart reading, and she's going to help you. If I was there, I would need to take this one because I do not know how to read charts. I know how to read patterns, written patterns, but I don't know how to read charts. So this is super cool, suitable for knitters of all levels who haven't worked with chart before or have struggled with them. It's a 1-hour course. Deep dive into sheep breeds with Ilana Goodfellow. So that's cool. Did you know that there were more than 200 breeds of sheep? I found that out in November. I believe Elena was actually chatting with me. We were live and she was telling me about all the different breeds of sheep. Okay. Oh, my friends are here. All right. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and invite them. How do I stop sharing my screen? Where did the thing go? Stop screen. Stop screen. Oh, there we go. Hello to Lois and Joy.
Hi.
Welcome to the Gathering Threads Festival virtual party. That's what I'm calling it. It's a party over here. I am here in New York City and I am super excited for you guys. You're going to be at the Gathering Threads Festival. Tell the audience who you are and what you do, and then we'll get into a little chit chat.
Okay, so I'm Lois. I'm the founder of Boostani.
And I'm Joy.
And we work together. And that's the one who's seeming to be coming into the screen is my little one. He's no longer little. He's 6. He's Jaden.
Hi, Jaden.
Say hi.
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 Yeah. Okay, so how would you want us to proceed? Do you want us to tell you about ourselves?
Yes, please do. Tell me about yourselves, what you do, and what you're going to be doing at the Gathering Threads Festival this weekend.
Okay, so we have a small business and we are based in Vancouver. We have a small business and we sell baskets. Everything is handmade in Kenya. We work with women from the tribe where I was born in a very arid area of Kenya called Kitui. So we carry beautiful hand-woven sisal baskets, and some of them are sisal and yarn. Some of them are sisal and woven plastic. So yeah, it's mainly baskets, and it's been a 5-year experience. Can you believe it? We just realized that this is our 5th.
Wow.
5th year anniversary, and we were thinking, it's interesting that we are going to gather threads at this time.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Yeah. So when we started out, it was really small and tentative. You know, you're not sure whether people will be interested in your product, but then we believed in our product because it's something that is not just us. We have a group of women who send hundreds of baskets, and as soon as they arrive they want to send me other hundreds of baskets because they believe people here, I don't know whether they think people here eat baskets. Yeah, it's just been growing, it's been developing. It's something that we believe in because we know that we're supporting not just ourselves, but we're supporting fiber artists who are really talented. They have been doing this, weaving baskets from small girls. Yeah, like my auntie, I asked her to weave baskets for me, and she told me, oh, I remember getting lessons when I was a small girl. I'm not sure if I can be able to weave. And now she weaves some very beautiful baskets. You should see them.
Wow. Do you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
any examples with you? I know everything is probably packed up and ready to go to Edmonton, but
No, we do. We do.
I can go.
We'll just grab some and show you. There, we have very many exciting things to show you. Just give us a minute.
no.
So when we started this, I even did not know how to weave baskets. But then it's been a journey that has helped me develop a skill myself.
Wow. So
Now,
you were born in Kenya and then came to Canada?
yes. So I was born in Kenya, and then we came to Canada in 2008.
Okay.
This little guy was not even a thought then. Yeah. And then initially we moved to Saudi Arabia. So we lived in Saudi Arabia for 5 years.
Mhm.
And at that time, there was no fiber event, and there was no thought of fiber. But I had been thinking about, I grew up watching my grandma weaving baskets.
Mhm.
So that's something that was very in me. So I watched my grandma weaving baskets. Should seem like she's falling asleep, but the basket is still going round. And Joy has brought some here. Now,
What?
this is a beautiful basket that has sisal. The white you can see is sisal, and the grage, because it's not gray and it's not
Brown.
beige, it is yarn. It's not too big. Look, they all start round. Yeah, they all start round. The base is round. They all start right here, and then they go round. So it has a sisal. Thank you for the zoom.
Yes.
So that is the base right in the center. It starts with 5 across 5, and then you keep going round. Now this is a 8 by 8. It would be a small project basket. Yeah.
Wow. And
And
what
then
is the handle?
those are round leather handles.
What? Now,
Beautiful.
can you tell me what sisal is?
Yeah, that's a good question. Now, sisal is a succulent plant. It looks like aloe vera. Are you familiar with aloe vera?
Yes, ma'am.
Much bigger, and the leaves are much bigger with a thorn. So look,
I have a picture on my phone.
let's see if
it
it's going
focuses.
to show. Oh my!
Will it focus? Let's see.
It was going to try and focus. Yeah, there we
okay.
go.
How do you spell it? And then I'll pull it up so everybody can see.
Okay, SISAL.
SISAL. Okay, let me see if I could try and find it for everyone to see. SISAL. Oh, okay.
Are you able to put it out?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I just want to find a good image to show it. Of course, I can't find a good image to show it. Hold on. I'm gonna share. Sisal.
Yeah, we call it sisal, but I guess there are many ways. Some people call it sisal.
Uh-huh.
So that's sisal. It grows, yes, exactly. It has a thorn at the tip. It's traditionally used to make even ropes and sacks, and rags. And so that's sisal. That's a plantation. You have a whole plantation there. So what they do is they strip off.
Sorry. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah. So they strip off the pulp from that sisal plant, and they remain with fibers that are that color. So they're they're off-white. Yeah.
Wow. And so, like, is there a process where it has to dry or anything like that?
Yes, it has to dry. I don't know if you have access to our Instagram. How can we show? Because we have all this showing up on our Instagram.
Oh,
We should have
okay.
been better thoughtful before this. So Boostani Crafts.
Hold on. Spell it for me.
BOOSTANI. Crafts. Yeah, you got it?
Yep.
Yes. And then check which image should she look at.
Yeah, you tell me the image and then I'll put it up.
So
I'm gonna put up this image because
put up the image where the women are weaving. That's the second
yes,
post.
that's exactly which. Oh my gosh! I'm
What can
sorry.
people see? Yes, that was in October. I was in Kenya in October and visited the weavers, and that's a group of weavers came together. They sang, yeah, and look at them. That little girl is learning a skill.
Oh wow!
Yes, and they're all age groups. So you have very young women, you have grandmas, you know, everybody's weaving. That basket she's holding, yeah, okay. So that's basically that's how it's done. You can see, yeah.
Oh, so the black part is the yarn,
And it's going round. It's going around, yeah.
Well, how do they know how to make this design? Like
they've been doing it for years, and it's not rocket science. I learned in a few hours. So I should just meet you and we sit down and you'll be weaving a basket. Yeah. Now, can you go? Let me see. I would want to just show your audience. So in that same post, that second post, the one the women were weaving, if you just swipe to the next image,
okay, gotcha.
Yes, swipe to the next image. Yes. Now that's sisal being stripped. So I had gone with my sons, and that gentleman was showing them how to strip the sisal. So that it is now getting the fibers ready for weaving. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so after that, they get them to dry and then they twine them. That next image, yeah, there now he's showing them how to twine them. It should be a drop spindle, but they've decided to just do a very traditional thing. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah, so that is how they twine the rope to go around the structure. So a sisal structure with either sisal and yarn. Some of them are just yarn. Yeah, and if you stop the video, I can show you color.
Okay, sorry. I was mesmerized.
Yeah. It's exciting. So
you might be frozen though.
Yeah, I look like a frozen there.
Yeah. I can hear you though.
You can hear me good.
Yeah.
I just want to show you a little more. If the video is going to continue, I can show you a little more. I can show you a few more examples. Yeah. Is it something I should do on my end?
I don't know, because I don't know. Hold on, let me try one thing. I don't know what's happening here, because now your screen is
blank. Yeah.
Maybe you can go out and then come back in and see if that fixes it.
Okay. So we just leave the studio and then we go back on the link again. Okay, we'll do that.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys, look at this stuff while they are. I am like amazed right now. Let me see if I can share my screen again so I can show you their Instagram page. Please go and follow them on Instagram. It's Boostani Crafts. Look at these baskets. I mean, absolutely beautiful. And these are all handmade. No machines. These are all beautiful women in Kenya making these baskets. The fiber itself is handmade. Like they're taking it from the plant, and the young man was rolling it on his leg. Look at this. Do you see the intricacies? OMG. I am just, the human mind is just amazing to me. Just the idea that you would take a tree, a leaf, and makes bags from it. I'm like, wow. Look at these baskets and the colors. I hope when she gets back on, she can tell us about the colors and how they're able to, create them. If you're going to be at I'm so verklempt, I can't even speak anymore. If you're going to be at Gathering Threads, you definitely want to visit their booth. They have beautiful project bags. The handles are leather. And then you have these fabulous bags. They are just amazing. Oh my goodness. I want to know how they do this. I don't know if y'all can see my mouse, but how they do the two colors. How do they weave these in? Ay, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at, yes. That's a grocery bag I would use, honey. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, let me see if it's going to let her back into the stream.
Okay, good.
All right, you're back. Yay. Sorry, I was just perusing.
No,
your
good.
Instagram.
The content. Yeah.
I am just over here gushing. Oh no. Is this happening again? This happened to me yesterday
What
too.
happened?
You were frozen. Okay, I'm gonna stop presenting. Okay, are you there?
Okay.
Good. So I was just showing off. Can you hear me?
I hear you, but it's like it's a delay or something. Okay, let's
And
go
it's
for
on
it.
slow motion.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's try it. Go ahead.
No. Okay. All right. You see that?
I see it. It's gonna make me cry because I want it.
That's my auntie's. So I work with 4 groups of women. And one of the groups is my auntie. And so initially she would do very colorful ones. And I told her the women in the US and in Canada like neutral colors. So she thought it was really boring. But so we still have pops of color.
How does the material get the color?
Now, like this is yarn. This is yarn. Oh. The purple is yarn and the white is the sisal.
Got it.
Now we do have dye that is able to penetrate the sisal. Mm-hmm. We have some that are dyed. I have a huge one here that would work very well as a laundry hamper.
Yes.
That is a 16 inches by 16 inches. Mm-hmm. And the color there is from charcoal. So they're able to use charcoal for some of the gray. Mm-hmm. Then if we want to get more bluey, we use the dye. So it's a basic dye. It's almost like Ritz, but something that will penetrate very well to the sisal.
Wow. And what's the texture? Like, how does it feel?
How does it feel? It massages your fingers. I tell people it's not your silk. And it varies. If it's one that is fully sisal like this one, it's a little coarse. It's a fiber, yeah? Mm-hmm. It's a raw fiber. But then if it's one that has the mixture of yarn and sisal, it's going to be softer. And it's even going a little more, diverse.
That bag right there, like
this is plastic that has been twined into rope, giving plastic better use. So this is black plastic and that's white, and the structure again is sisal. Now this is soft, you know how plastic would feel, yeah? But it's beautiful.
Beautiful is an understatement. What does
Yeah.
what does the inside of that one look like?
The inside is just black and white. And that's the middle, yeah? You can see the beginning, the base there.
Oh my goodness.
And then again, we have leather handles. And we've given it our branding here, Boostani.
What does Boostani mean?
Yeah, good question. So Boostani is BU traditionally in Swahili. Kiswahili is the language where Boostani comes from, and it stands for garden.
Garden.
Yes. So we speak, like I don't know if you've watched The Lion King. So the Lion King, you're going to meet words like Rafiki, Simba, all those are Swahili words. Bustani means a garden. So I kept thinking, in my business, nothing looks like the other. Even if I get you another basket that looks like this because of the hand, it's handcrafted. There are no patterns. You're not saying palm one, knit one, whatever. I tell them I want 10 baskets like that look like this. And since she will give it to 10 different ladies,
it's gonna look completely different.
They'll all be different. They'll all have the human flaw.
Yes. And that's what makes them so amazing.
Yes. So Bustani, I tell people, if you go to the garden and you plant carrots and you pull out a batch of carrots, nothing
All
will look the
different.
same. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a garden. I also sell wooden spoons. And those are so exciting. Joy, why don't you bring some wooden spoons? I would want you to see what it is really that makes it different. If it's manufactured, you're going to see it all looks the same, yeah? But this is raw wood and it looks all beautiful. The grain is beautiful. So Joy will bring and you'll see. So olive wood in Kenya does not produce the fruit. It's a wild olive or a brown olive. It produces beautiful wood that has been carved over time. They would carve what are they called? Animals. But then let's get it into use and have some spoons. So look at that. Look at the grain.
Absolutely beautiful.
So it's not going to be exactly the same.
No.
However much I would want it to look the same, it can't.
No, exactly.
And then look at these ones. These are carved as well, hand carved.
These are hand carved.
Yes, it's one piece of wood. It's one piece of wood. Look at that, salad servers. And we have some slender ones here, delicate. Yeah. And then now Joy is on overdrive, bringing me everything. This is, and even Jaden is trying to hold some up. So these are coffee spoons, and they've been embellished here with a sanitized cow bone.
I'm sorry, what now?
Sanitized cow bone.
What?
Yeah, nothing goes to waste. You do what you can to make things beautiful, yeah? So all these are artisans from where I was born. So I decided it's going to be a journey. We're going to work together. They send me the goods. I buy them directly from them. I don't tell them, let me sell and then I'll pay you, because I know they need to live their lives. There was a time I had a small delay in sending the money when I was buying. And the lady told me, I need to pay my school fees. We had a glitch with the app that I use. And then I realized, oh, this means a lot. It's not just, I can't look inward. I have to look at them and understand that we are on a journey together. It's a mission for us to accomplish something a little bigger than ourselves.
Yes. I
Yeah.
love it. I'm speechless. They're beautiful. And
Thank
so
you.
you're going to be at the Gathering Threads. You're going to have, you're one of the vendors there.
Yes.
How did you find out about Gathering Threads?
We have found that we have a good niche market among fiber artists. Oh, how is this camera going? Because I have company here. Joy is here,
I'm
but
back.
now I'm just alone. Okay. And so we had attended a Fiber West. It's held 5 minutes away from our house. It's a fiber event that is very close to us. And one of the vendors mentioned the Gathering Threads. And we decided, let's try it. Let's go and explore, because we realized that what we have to do cannot just be small. We have to try and reach out. We have to try and grow our audience and get more people to be interested. Yeah, I'll let Joyce say something.
Oh, no, you're doing great.
Yeah,
I have nothing else to add.
That's
Well,
good.
tell me who you are, Joy. Tell me a little bit about you.
So I started working with my mom in May of 2021, more full time. And so I do a little bit of everything, from creating posts to like modeling at photo shoots, to attending markets, to applying for markets, to when we get a shipment of our baskets come in, we have to like unbox them and then brand them and get them. And because interestingly, some of them tend to be very hairy. The excess fiber. So we spend so many hours shaving it, so that it's a lot of work. And I just put in headphones and listen to a podcast or an audiobook and I just get to work. So and I do enjoy like going to events and speaking with different people and sharing a bit of our story. But I find I'm so exhausted afterwards. Like I'm like, okay, I just need to recharge my social battery.
Absolutely.
And I love traveling. So this has been a great opportunity to travel. Early on this year, we were in New York, and then we were in Manitoba 2 weekends ago. And then last weekend, I went to one of the little mountain cities we have around here, Squamish, for the weekend. And then this weekend, we're going to Edmonton. So even though it's not like worldwide, I still get to explore North America and BC, and which is lovely. And I get to do it with my mom. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, you are one lucky girl.
Yeah, I'm a lucky mom.
Yeah, you guys, ladies, are doing something so amazing. Like, you're bringing this beautiful craft directly from Africa. You can say, I know such and such's hands made this basket. Like, you can connect your customers to who made the product, and that says a lot. And fiber artists absolutely love that. I will tell you, as a fiber artist, to get something that's handmade, because I know what it takes to create something with my hands, they will appreciate these baskets. So I'm sure you're going to have a lot of company at your booth over this weekend. A lot.
Thank you. Will you be there this weekend?
I wish.
Oh no, I wish.
So sad.
Well, maybe make it for a knit city in Vancouver.
I gotta come for something.
Yes.
When are you guys gonna come back to New York at any time?
In January of next year. They already announced their dates. I believe it's the last weekend of January.
Okay.
So we're planning on going back. It was super successful, and we loved the people. We always heard like New Yorkers can be very like cold or blunt or whatever, but then everyone was so warm and receptive, and super supportive. When we were just unboxing our product, people already buying baskets as we were like unboxing them. So we sold out within like a day and a half. But Saturday, Sunday, there was like nothing.
Yeah, that's what you're going to experience this weekend. People are going to be all over it. I'm telling you now. I'm really hoping that you guys have an amazing time in Edmonton. You have a new follower. I am just so impressed by everything you have on this site. It's absolutely beautiful. What you're doing is beautiful. And I can't wait to see so much more.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wait, this was like, oh my God. I love it.
Oh, you're so nice.
It's so lovely speaking with you.
Oh,
I love your energy.
I love learning. And when I come to these kinds of events, when I do these virtual events with Fiber, I learn so much. I had no idea. Like you see these things, you're like, oh yeah, it's weave. What? I don't know, but seeing this video and just, I'm gonna go and I'll be trolling your page. So if you see a bunch of comments from Mrs. Deveter, that's why. Because I'm like, this is beautiful. I want it all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Again, best of luck. How far is Vancouver from Edmonton?
Driving would be like 12 hours. But we're flying. And so is it an hour?
It's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're catching an early flight tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Travel safe. Have a
Thank you.
time. If you guys go live, I will definitely be watching in the background and shouting you guys out and letting folks know who you are and how amazing your product is. So thank you, Lois and Joy and Jaden, for hanging out with me for a little while.
Thank
you.
Thank you so much.
You are
And
so
now,
welcome.
what do we call you? What do we call you?
So I'm Mrs. Deveter. That's it.
Deveter. Okay.
That's me.
Thank you.
Definitely will be on a lookout for you all, and wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a great night and travel safe.
Thank you.
Have a great night too.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh my goodness. Did y'all see that stuff? Like, did y'all see all the amazing baskets that these beautiful women were doing? Holly is here. Hey, Holly.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. What a
Oh,
night.
wait a second. Hang on.
Okay.
I've been listening in on. Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I've
Yeah.
been listening in, obviously, and then I had to mute it.
I understand. I know you are a busy, busy lady, but tonight was such a joy hanging out with Dianne. I love Leanna, and then Lois and Joy, just brought so much joy to my evening. The Gathering Threads Festival is going to be amazing, Holly.
Yeah.
Period. Somebody is asking for their site, so let me go and put that in the chat.
Yeah. There are so many amazing, amazing vendors and artists and designers. I'm blown away by all the amazing people coming, right?
When I tell you, I was on the website and I'm scrolling all these people. I'm like, are you serious? This person's gonna be there? Wait a minute, are you kidding me? What is this? I'm so jealous.
I know, we have to get you up here next year.
I'm so stinking jealous. It's gonna be fabulous. All the workshops that are gonna be happening,
I know.
the team has really outdone themselves with the setup for this event, and I wish you all the best. I know it's going to be a fabulous turnout. I hear that the weather is nice, even though I don't know what plus 30 something. I don't know what Leanna, she was trying to tell me the temperature, and I don't know what it means.
It's 86. It's 86.
What?
It's hot. Yeah, it's hot.
Oh my gosh, I still had my jacket on today when I went outside. It's still chilly here in New York.
I know. Spring all of a sudden sprung. I went from having a beautiful daffodils to them all just shriveling up and dying.
Oh, that stinks. That's never fun. Daffodils are such a disappointment because they're so pretty. Like they're beautiful. And then they go away. And you're like, what happened?
They barely got a chance to bloom and then they're just gone. Yeah.
What happened to you? But I'm telling you, I was just going through the page and seeing all the people that are going to be there, the fashion show, the music. I was like, excuse me, this what? Somebody's playing the flute and the guitar? What are we doing? What's happening?
I know. Oh my gosh, Deveter. Yeah, Friday night music, he's starting it out. And like he was telling me, because May 5th is actually here in Canada, and I believe in the US too, although maybe it doesn't get as much attention in the US, but here in Canada, May 5th is actually a day for remembrance of missing and murdered Indigenous women.
Oh, wow. No, see, unfortunately, here in America, we're doing Cinco de Mayo, where everybody's going and drinking.
I mean, we have that too here, but yeah, it is a day to remember missing and murdered Indigenous women. And so, especially him being an Indigenous man and his wife being an Indigenous woman who is going to co-host the fashion show, he was like, yeah, my music is going to be in honor of women. So I was just like, how much more sacred can we have for starting a fashion show?
Oh my gosh. And
Yeah.
then I was scrolling, speaking of, the sacred, and I was scrolling and scrolled all the way down on the website, and you all have this whole thing where you're talking about Indigenous people in the land. And I was like, are you like, Holly, seriously? Y'all just outdid yourself. I'm serious. I'm just thoroughly impressed by you. Like,
Well,
I mean, you, the team, I'm talking to you,
right.
right? So it's, but taking it from the Edmonton Fiber Frolic to Gathering Threads Festival, you can feel the difference. Not that the Edmonton Fiber, wasn't a good feeling, but you can feel the difference in the energy that's been infused into what you're doing now, and how it's been elevated a little bit. Just from the website, it's elevated, the vendors elevated, the workshops, like it's all just leveled up. So you're heading in the right direction. I just wanted to say that. Like, I'm impressed.
Oh, thank you. Having you on board is an elevation too, Demeter. Just thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I'm so sorry about last night. I was like, all right, nobody's here. I'm gonna log off. Good night.
So good. I wish I could have been able to join you. I know that Victoria from Furls was like, I'm gonna give as much moral support as I can.
Yeah, she was here for like 2 minutes. I was like, hey, Fab girl. And then she was gone. I was like, okay.
Yeah. I know, because like their fitting was right during that time too. And
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh. I'm going to do my best. I know people kept asking, is there going to be a live stream of the fashion show? And I just could not promise it officially. But I know there's going to be so much live stream, happening of the fashion show. It's going to be, oh my gosh, you got to watch. It's going to be so, so good.
I know it is. I know it is. It's going to be awesome. I know you are exhausted already. But
all of us are.
I know
But
you
yeah.
guys are. I know you are, but it's going to be so worth it. It's going to be so worth
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's going to be so worth it.
100%.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, I mean, I'm excited for you guys. I will be logged on to all the places to see what's going on and live vicariously through all the people and be jealous and poking my lip out like, man, I want to be there.
Next year.
Next year, I am setting myself, I'm going to get me a Gathering Threads fund so I can save up to attend. make sure I cover my trip.
We just have to make you part of the program. That way it's just like, yeah.
Give me something to do, and I will do it. Well, thank you again, Holly, for even giving me this opportunity to hang out with the virtual folks. I hope that folks had fun. If you watch the replay, I hope you all get a laugh at least. But at least you'll get to see some of the amazing things that the Fiber Frolic is doing.
Yeah. Hey, gathering threads.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Lordy. Gathering threads, y'all. It's almost 11 o'clock here, people. Mrs. Deveter,
I know.
is fading. Gathering threads festival in
Yeah, for sure.
this weekend. If you haven't gotten your tickets, I think there's still some available. Get your tickets. That's all.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Deveter.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a great evening and so much fun this weekend.
All right.
Bye, everyone. You want me to end the broadcast or you want me to just, okay. All right. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay.